immense pleasure to be on the stage with the distinguished guests here, especially speakers, the line of speakers, the chief guest and guest of honors, and all the delegates. I especially thank the organizers for bringing all together here. I remember my childhood, my schooling, one of my teachers doing an experiment in the class. Still remembering, I can remember those things, as a physics teacher, how he helped me to learn physics. Before I get into the topic, I have a question for you. How many of us really remember a 9th class or a 10th class topic in science, which says about, it may be a Fleming's rule or Ampere's law? One hand raised, Some of you are toppers in the class, but we hardly remember. Because the objective of learning should not be limited to how much marks I gain from that particular subject. How I can impact the world with the concepts I learn. The kind of information I get, can it be applied to solve problems? Can it be for the common good? As a director of Birla International School, I wanted to experiment something that I have done for my child, for my daughter. She has been really active in her childhood. One problem that I saw with my earlier generation was there was a conflict of interest. For example, if somebody has interest in some particular field, they have capabilities in some other field. After their teenage, after probably completion of graduation, some of them start pursuing their career in something that they are interested in and they are capable of. They are driven by some choices given by suggestions around family or suggestions given by somebody successful people in their maybe in the alumni or in the college. So always I thought of finding what is that I can match for my child in identifying interest and capabilities. I tried swimming, skating, dance, music, everything. Finally, she could pick some. She has picked music and dance. I just want to take 1 minute time. This is our school. A school that believes in finding interest and capability, by then they complete their primary education. All the schools here, definitely, we are trying to establish a kind of environment which can help child to identify themselves. It can be music, dance, art and craft, or it is robotics, martial arts. We are offering much broader spectrum for the child, so that the child does not feel like he's in schooling. We also sometimes believe that if there are 50 periods in a week, 50 classes, 50 hours in a week, more than 50% of the classes are activities. So where does this activity-based learning is lacking, in fact? We are already into activity-based learning. Majority of the schools are in activity-based learning. Then why should we be thinking about something that really matters, which really helped us in the school to help the child in identifying themselves as a scientific acumen? In the interest of time, I'm just skipping this video. So this is what we offer. A lot of things, in every school and every education institute, if you look at, they all have these things in common. Okay. Just I will take 1 minute time. We all know Newton's 3 laws, but majority of us remember Newton's 3rd law. I don't know how many of you remember Newton's 2nd law, right? So how we are trying to achieve that is, if you teach them, through blackboard or whiteboard, they just remember force, mass, acceleration relation till the moment they are needed. After that, they just tend to forget. In the bottom, if you see, it is the kit that they have built. A catapult a DIY is do-it-yourself catapult, can help the child to test this force, mass, acceleration relation. This is what is a classic example. Um, this is a weighing scale which can help the child to understand what is Hooke's law. It's all bits and pieces. Once this is built, it is like a weighing scale which can help them to understand how much food they have wasted. What food wasted? In the grade 6 science, there is a topic called food, where does it come from? We have integrated this to how much food it is being wasted, so that they can understand there is an empathy involved in learning. When you allow them to build these models and then make it more interesting, it is like we are connecting them to real world. We are trying to map what is happening in real time with the concepts that they are learning in the science. That is a real-time microscope. This is a DIY that the child has built, and this is the info that the child gets once we start. Now, when you ask them what is a microscope, they don't need to remember it is something that magnifies, because they are building that magnifier, the lenses that are seen, and know how you can make it as a model. This is the textbook picture, trying to learn electricity, and that is the kit. Why am I trying to tell you all these things? In general, biology is considered to be more interesting because they can see the physical form. You are interacting with nature. Environmental studies is what we have started the child at 3rd grade, 4th grade, and then we are teaching them biology. It can be human biology or human anatomy, which can be easily understood. When it comes to physics, especially at the higher grades, it is involved with problems. It is involved with understanding how and what way light behaves, the phenomena of light principles. This is the kit that we are using. It has both the DIY and the teacher kit. The child can see how hypermetropia or myopia can be corrected using lens. The same problem that is there in the textbook can be solved using this kit. And applying this science, using the light principles to make models, helps them to connect with the real world. How this science can be made, probably how this science can be utilized in real world as a technology. This is another example. The pictures that we see in the textbook is not limited to just image. They can see in real time. Starting from here, it can be light, it can be electricity, it can be electromagnetism, electricity. They can try the physical form of theory that they have studied in the concept. This we have taken many parameters to understand how this is really helping them. Some of them have, they were disconnected in science and math. If you look at the primary school to middle school journey, because of the pressure from the parent, especially in southern parts of India, math and science is considered most important subjects because they believe it's engineering and medicine. But the child doesn't have that interest in science. Earlier, the child would have shown the interest because of biology, but later when they grow, when they go to middle school, high school, they lose that interest because they don't understand what the teacher is teaching in the classroom. This really helped us to bring back that learning interest in the child. We conduct tests in order to capture what they have learned from the theoretical learning, and then we conduct the same test after they have done some practicals. What we observed is the change is tremendous. Some of the slow learners, some of the children who really faced challenging in understanding these kind of concepts, started involving in the learning of science. So, with the kind of experiments and experiences that we have got, we were able to scale up children to the level they can participate in national and international competitions. All the DIYs that we have built is mapped with what we used is mapped with curriculum. Starting from primary school, helping them to find the interest or matching the interest and capabilities. DIYs has played an important role in helping children to bring back that interest. to help them how they can be problem solvers, how they can pursue engineering that they are really interested in, not just because that engineering has a better options in the job arena or better opportunities for the campus interviews. Some of the students have joined mechanical engineering. They say that because of the subjects that they have studied in the school, it helped us to identify. Some of them joined AI. Some of them joined programming because of what we have done in our in the childhood. At the same time, some of them started joining in physics because they see their future is in physics. One of our students got a seat in Cambridge because of his passion towards physics has changed. He started convincing his parents, I don't want to get into engineering, I want to do physics. That also makes us happy. So these DIYs really helped us, and I believe this will help the other institutions also in understanding and helping the children how we can make it a better place to learn, especially in physics. With this, I conclude that the takeaway that I see is we can make physics more interesting through DIYs. The do-it-yourself, a 15-20 minutes to 1 hour engagement will make the child get involved. They love to attend the physics class. They love to spend more time. That's what makes all the difference. Thank you so much.